Originally, the intention was to build them in the city itself, but because of land acquisition challenges, because you had several small parcels of land belonging to different people who were not in the country and so forth, we moved to Bath Estate and Emsall because there was an urgency in addressing the location for those apartments. So this is another component of the housing revolution that the government has embarked upon. And we can see the finished product, 2 and 3 bedrooms, 60 apartments in all. Minister Austrie indicated over 900 people applied. 900 individual families applied. So it speaks to what the government has been talking about for a very long time. That while we have made tremendous inroads in people's access to housing, there's still a number of people, especially young people who have their families and who would like to own a piece of the country, or own a home eventually. So I expect that by next week the government will be in a position to, first of all, finalize its approval of the conditions under which, the criteria rather, under which people will be selected, and also to come to the 60 families who would eventually be allocated those apartments. Now this is an extraordinary task of determining all the 900. Clearly, I've been told about 60% of those who applied, based on the draft criteria we have met those criteria. So one can appreciate that you have quite a number of people to choose from, just to reduce it to 60. But herein lies an opportunity, I believe, for the private sector. There are people who have made millions of dollars out of the country and out of the citizens of Dominica. And I believe that the government is more than willing to make lands available to the private sector in a joint partnership where they themselves would construct the apartments and sell to the public. There's a great opportunity. And I do not believe that we should wait for a foreign investor to come in to do it and then say that the foreign investor is doing it. Here's an opportunity for the private sector, a consortium of them or individually, to move into the construction of apartments for the citizens. We have more lands there in Emsall we can make available. The lands in Warner, the government has several hundreds of acres of land in Warner that's also owned by Social Security. We have hundreds of acres of land in Portsmouth, in the Portsmouth area. We are more than willing to partner with the private sector. We have more lands in Hillsborough Gardens, and we have about 25 acres left in Hillsborough Gardens. I'm sure the government is more than prepared to partner with individuals. In Wesley area, London area, we have lots of lands there. So the government has large tracts of land that is prepared to partner with the private sector and to provide the concessions required to construct those apartments. So we want to thank the Chinese government. It's always been a partner with us. The Chinese government has largely had made a huge contribution to the housing revolution, both through direct cash contributions to us and also through actual construction of homes. The people in Saint-Sauveur, post the disaster, these homes are being financed by the Chinese government. The Chinese government was also involved heavily in the Kalanago territory. Several families have benefited, both through actual constructed homes, but also through home renovations and also the construction of modern washrooms. And here again, the Chinese government has partnered with us through a loan arrangement, highly concessionary terms, to enable us to be able to build those 60 apartments. So we want to thank the Chinese government profusely for its continued solidarity with the government and people of Dominica.